A few months ago, I decided to do a quick release steering wheel on my Xterra. And I got some, I don't know, I got some pretty lame questions like, why would you want to do that to an Xterra? Are you like in NASCAR or something? And I'm like, dude, why not? It's fun. Anyway, I've had this steering wheel for a couple months now, and it's pretty nice. I mean, this is a smaller 320 millimeter steering wheel, which is kind of cool because it's smaller. It takes up less space in the cockpit. But the other thing is that it's kind of touchy, especially on the freeway. If you move it even just a little bit, the truck goes. Also, the suede cover is really, really nice, but the dye comes off on your hands. So I just got back from a month-long road trip, and every time I went to get gas, my hands were covered with black dye from the steering wheel. So that's not super awesome. Anyway, I went and ordered a new steering wheel. This one's got a leather cover, and it's a little bit bigger. It's a 350 millimeter. This one is a 320 millimeter. This one is still a little bit smaller than the factory steering wheel. I'm gonna guess that the factory steering wheel is maybe like 37 centimeters or 370 millimeters or whatever you want to call that. To swap it out, it's super, super easy. It's probably gonna take me about 5 minutes, but there's 6 Allens here. Just gotta take these off and put them on the new steering wheel, and we'll be good to go. So as you can see, the wheel is pretty darn close to me. And the reason for that is the old wheel had a much flatter profile. This one has about a 2-inch deep dish. Another contributing factor to the steering wheel being so close to me is that the quick release is about 3 inches long. So if you imagine this being gone, I could just mount the steering wheel straight to the short hub and the wheel would be much further away. But I like the quick release feature. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can find a quick release that is smaller or thinner in profile. Or I know that NRG did come out with a 2-in-1 adapter plus quick release for the BMWs. I'm not sure if they made one for the Nissans yet. But a couple of benefits here is that the steering wheel is a little bit bigger, so I can actually see my speedometer, which I couldn't before. I'd have to kind of do this. I don't really like it up here, but I had to do that with the other steering wheel. The biggest thing, and the most important reason why I got the larger steering wheel, is that the smaller wheel was super sensitive on the freeway. Any slight input would cause the truck to start to turn, and that wasn't super confidence inspiring on long drives. So I'm hoping that this bigger wheel will be less sensitive, but the only way to know if it is to take it on the road and test it out. First impressions of the new wheel, it definitely is a lot closer to me than I'm used to. I usually like the steering wheel to be a little bit further away. But after driving around for about 30 minutes, I actually kind of like it. It's not as crowded as I thought it would be, and it actually allows my arms to just sit relaxed at their sides, and my hands are right here. This might be nice on long road trips. We'll give it a try and see how it goes. A couple other things that I've noticed. Number one, with my left hand, I actually have to let go of the wheel to reach the blinkers, whereas before I could kind of just nudge it. With the other wheel, it still was actually further away from the column than factory because of the quick release, but now I literally have to take the hand off to signal my intent to change lanes. Not a huge deal. That also helped me realize something else. With a smaller wheel, I noticed that I couldn't steer with my knees anymore, and I thought it was because the wheel was just small, but with the wheel this close to me, I've realized now that the reason why I can't steer with my knees is that I have to actually lift my leg really high to even get to the wheel. Not a huge deal, shouldn't be steering with your knees anyway. But it was a nice skill to have when you're driving stick and wanted to eat while you're driving. Anyway, on the freeway, where it matters most, definitely much more stable. With a smaller steering wheel, I felt like the slightest input would send the truck into the next lane. With the bigger wheel, definitely noticeable difference, feels much more stable. I can put my hands on the wheel and it doesn't feel like the truck is dancing around as much as it was before. Overall, I'm super stoked on it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, as always, post them in the comments below and stay tuned for more stuff. We'll see you guys next time.